Hello, class 512. Today is Tuesday, March 17th, 2020. And today, we're going to be doing Reading Advantage 2. We're going to start on Unit 15. So, pause the video to open your books to Unit 15, and we will get started. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. I want you to do questions 1, 2, 3. Okay, do those by yourself, and do the target vocabulary. So, answer the following questions. What is the largest city in your country? Okay, we all know that one. Are the suburbs around this city clearly separated? So when you have a big city, you have the suburbs, okay? The suburbs are like little teeny tiny cities, smaller cities around the big city, okay? So the question is, are the smaller cities that are around the big city, are they clearly separated? Is there like a wall, or can you tell the difference between the big city and the small city that's close? Why do so many people live in cities? So that's one question that you guys can answer. Why are there so many people in the city? All right. And now, so answer that and do the target vocabulary, okay? And then we'll correct together, okay? So pause the video while you do that, and then we'll do the target vocabulary, all right? So pause. Okay. So, for the target vocabulary, let's answer the questions. The border, one, is D, line between two countries or regions. Consider is H, that will be think about. Definition is E, that's meaning. Economic is G, related to earning and spending money. 5, expert is A person who knows a lot about a certain subject. 6 is B, huge is giant, so that's B. Population is C, the number of people. Region is F, area or part of a country, a state, a province, all right? So those are the answers right there. Can you see that? So pause the video right there so you got the answers. Okay, now let's move on to the next page. And I am going to read for you guys, okay? On page 66. Today, experts guess that over 50% of people worldwide live in cities. By the year 2050, they expect 70% are going to be living in cities. They also say that more of the world's cities will be mega cities and mega regions. A mega city, as the name suggests, is a huge city. A basic definition might be any city with over 10 million people. However, it is harder to count the actual number of people living in a city it is harder to count the number of people living in a city than one might think. For one thing, it is not always clear who to count. Many megacities do not have clear borders for where the city ends. Suburbs and regions around the city may or may not be included in the city's total population. Even with the difficulty of saying where a city ends and who to count it, it is clear that certain cities around the world are mega cities. Sao Paulo, the city with the most people in South America, is one. New York, the most famous city in North America, is another. Then there's Tokyo, a mega city with over 30 million people. This makes it the largest mega city in the world. A mega region, on the other hand, develops when mega cities become so big we can consider them to be connected. One report by the United Nations said the largest mega region today is in China. The mega cities included in this region are Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and Guangzhou. However, a mega region does not have to be limited to one country. In West Africa, a mega region connects 4 countries: Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and Ghana. An important fact about mega regions is how much economic power they have. Research by the United Nations found that 66% of economic activity worldwide happened within the world's 40 largest mega regions. The research also showed that 85% of new ideas in technology and science came from these 40 mega regions. Less than 20% of the world's population, however, lives in these mega regions. All right, so reread that if you have to, but we're going to move on to the reading comprehension and the idioms. So pause the video while you do questions 1 to 5, and they will correct together, okay? So pause it, do the questions, and we'll correct together. Okay. Circle the letter of the best answer. What is the best title for the passage? The answer is C, Growing Cities and Regions. Why is it hard to find the population living in mega cities? The answer is A, defining the border of the city is hard. 3, which of the following cities is not listed as a megacity in the passage? And it's A, London. 4, how are mega regions defined in the passage? It's A, connected megacities. And number 5, what is not true about mega regions? And the answer is B, 1/3 of the world's population lives in them. That's not true. So make sure you have the right answers. I'll show you them just so you can get them. So we got C, A, D. B, sorry. B, A, C. Okay? All right. Let me just double check. C, A, B. Okay, now find the idioms. Pause the video to make sure you got your right answers. But also find the idioms, okay? As the name suggests, be harder than one thinks, be limited to. So pause while you find them. Okay. As the name suggests, that's in the second paragraph, first sentence. As a mega city, as the name suggests, is a huge city. 2, be harder than one thinks. That is going to be in the second paragraph as well. However, it is harder to count the actual number of people living in a megacity than one might think. And 3, be limited to. That one is going to be limited to. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Be limited to. I don't see it. Okay. However, a mega region does not have to be limited to one country. In the third paragraph. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, fourth paragraph. All right. Pause the video while you go and you do A and B. Okay? So do A and B, and then we'll come back and correct together, all right? So pause. Okay. Circle the letter of the word or phrase that best completes the sentence. The country has a serious economic problem. People there can't even buy food. C, economic. 2, I love this song. I can sing the whole thing by heart for you. A, by heart. 3, many lakes can be found in the southern D region of the country. 4, we are limited to C, only 30 minutes for our lunch break. 5, anyone can easily cross the A border between the two countries. 6, you should A, consider learning the list of important dates for the history exam. Just so you guys can see. C, A, D, C, A. So pause the video so you can get it. All right. Now do B. We'll correct together. Okay. Around the world, cities are growing, and some experts consider some places to be megacities. As the name suggests, a megacity is a city that is very large and has a population of more than 10 million people. Actually, it is harder to count the number of people living in a huge city than one thinks. That is because it is not always easy to define where the border of the city should be. Another way that experts look at cities and countries today is by defining mega regions. These are regions with several mega cities connected physically and economically. So, 1, as the name suggests. 2, population. 3, is harder. 4, experts. 5, regions. Okay, I have to make more room on the phone to record this video, but we're not done. We are going to do Unit 16, okay? So I'll post both the next part in another video. So go to that video, okay? Bye, guys.